He crossed America, but came home still enslaved. A wide, muddy river reflects the sky as men prepare for a journey. The air is thick with anticipation as they load supplies onto boats. Picture a man walking into the unknown. Thomas Jefferson stands on Monticello's steps, a figure of authority against the grand backdrop. He gestures emphatically, giving final instructions to Meriwether Lewis for the journey ahead. William Clark listens intently, his gaze fixed on Jefferson, absorbing every detail. York stands in shadow, a silent observer, his presence a subtle part of the historic scene. In the dim cabin, York moves with quiet grace, a silent shadow attending to Clark's needs. The scene casts a stark contrast. Clark reclines in comfort, a picture of ease in the rustic setting. York serves with diligence, his movements efficient and understated, a study in quiet servitude. The atmosphere of 1803 is palpable, a tableau of stark social divides in the heart of the wilderness. Camp du Bois buzzes with activity as the core of Discovery readies for departure on a frigid winter day. York, a large man, strains under the weight of heavy crates, his breath misting in the icy air. His brow furrows with effort as he loads supplies onto the boats, muscles straining. Narrator: V.O. Enslaved, essential, unpaid. The Missouri River reflects the dawn as the expedition embarks, their boats cutting through the calm water. York rows with powerful strokes, his muscles straining as he propels the boat upstream. Sunlight glints off the river, illuminating the determined faces of the men. The riverbank stretches endlessly, promising both adventure and unknown dangers. Each stroke echoes with the promise of discovery and the weight of their mission. York's strength is a beacon of hope as they navigate the relentless current. Across the vast Great Plains, York scans the horizon, rifle ready, his gaze sharp and vigilant. He moves with practiced ease, a silent guardian amidst the swaying grasses. His keen eyes spot a deer in the distance, a testament to his hunting prowess. The survival of the expedition rests on his shoulders. He takes deadly aim, a moment of intense focus as York prepares to secure sustenance for his companions. The Corps of Discovery trudges through the snow-laden paths of the Mandan village, breath clouding in the icy air. York moves among the Corps, his presence immediately seizing the attention of the Mandan people. Mandan villagers stare, point, and murmur, their faces etched with a mixture of awe and wonder. York becomes a spectacle, a man unlike any they have ever seen, drawing their captivated gazes. The crisp winter air hangs still as the Mandan observe York, curiosity sparking in their eyes. Whispers ripple through the village as York's presence disrupts the familiar landscape of the Mandan. Firelight bathes the Mandan lodge, illuminating faces turn to York, a figure of striking difference. York gestures, his words foreign, yet his passion is clear in the flickering light. An interpreter bridges worlds, translating York's tales to the captivated Mandan. The Mandan listen, their eyes wide with awe at York's stories of distant lands. In their eyes, York is more than a man. He's exotic, powerful, touched by magic. In the harsh Rocky Mountains, the weary expedition struggles through jagged peaks under a cold, unforgiving sun. York, his muscles screaming, battles the brutal terrain, each step a testament to his unwavering strength. He hefts his heavy pack, a silhouette against the sky, his breath misting in the frigid air. Leading the way, York clears fallen logs, his powerful frame a beacon of resilience on the narrow path. Jagged rocks tear at worn leather boots, the relentless landscape testing the limits of endurance. The biting wind and endless climb push York to his breaking point, but his spirit remains unbroken. The river rages, a violent surge of brown water. Men battle the current, their faces etched with strain and fear. York, a muscular giant, wades into the torrent, battling the river's fury with his immense strength. With powerful strokes, he secures the rope, a lifeline against the river's relentless assault. His unwavering determination shines as he conquers the treacherous flow, securing passage for the others. Sacagawea is at the heart of the bustling Shoshone village, a beacon of hope amidst her joyful yet disbelieving people. She is enveloped in heartfelt embraces, a reunion that stirs deep emotions within the vibrant community. From afar, York observes the reunion, his expression thoughtful as he witnesses Sacagawea's connection. A longing for freedom flickers in York's eyes a silent yearning echoing amidst the joyous gathering. The village pulses with life, a vibrant tableau of reunion and unspoken desires under the vast sky. Flickering firelight paints the station camp, illuminating faces etched with fatigue and hardship. A palpable tension fills the night air as the Corps members gather, the weight of their journey heavy on their shoulders. York stands shoulder to shoulder, a testament to unity amidst the wilderness. Sacagawea's steady gaze reflects the strength and wisdom of her people. This moment defies norms, a beacon of equality in an era defined by division. The fate of the expedition hangs in the balance as the critical vote commences under the watchful stars. On the Pacific shore, the expedition arrives, the vast ocean stretching before them under the open sky. York stands at the water's edge, his silhouette outlined against the horizon, a landmark of his journey. His eyes scan the endless expanse, reflecting triumph mixed with the stark reminder of his enslavement. The ocean's roar is a symphony of freedom, yet York remains bound by invisible chains. Winter descends as the Corps carves Fort Clatsop from the wilderness, their breath clouding the frigid air. Amidst the construction, York's powerful frame moves with purpose, hauling logs under the watchful gaze of his comrades. His strength is a cornerstone of their survival. Each log placed a testament to resilience against the winter. The fort rises, a beacon of hope against the backdrop of the unforgiving landscape. Each swing of the axe, each hoisted log, echoes with the promise of warmth and safety within the growing walls. On the Columbia River, the expedition embarks, the vast landscape reflecting the weight of their journey's end. Ripples disturb the river's surface, mirroring the uneasy calm before facing what awaits them back east. The air is thick with unspoken apprehension, each member lost in thought as they navigate homeward. The somber mood hangs heavy, a silent acknowledgement of the trials faced and the uncertain future ahead. Across the Great Plains, tall grasses dance as the Corps of Discovery moves, unaware of the lurking danger. A monstrous grizzly bear explodes from the brush, its roar shattering the serene morning. York steps boldly forward, a bulwark against the chaos, his rifle rising with deadly calm. Shots echo across the plains as York stands his ground, protecting the group with unwavering bravery. Canoes cut through the Missouri heading west. York, weathered and strong, gazes at the passing shore. Lost in thought, York's brow furrows, reflecting on the journey and the uncertain future ahead. Sunlight glints off the muddy river, casting long shadows from the trees along the banks. York contemplates his experiences. His future is uncertain, the narration says. The Corps arrives in Street Louis, a triumphant return under the bright daylight. Heroes' welcome erupts as the city greets the returning Corps, celebrating their epic journey. Amidst the cheering crowds, York stands unnoticed, his contributions silently overlooked. The hero's shadow, York receives no recognition. Sunlight paints dust motes in Clark's office as York stands, hope battling trepidation in his posture. Clark regards York with a gaze as sharp as the quill on his desk, assessing the man before him. "I'm asking for my freedom, Mr. Clark," York declares, his voice resonating with quiet determination. Clark leans back, the leather of his chair creaking beneath him, his expression unyielding. "That's not possible, York," Clark retorts, his words a cold splash of reality against York's hopes. "You know your valuable property," Clark continues, his words hanging heavy in the sunlit room. In 1810 Street Louis, York toils, his strength evident, but his spirit dimmed by unfulfilling labor. The sun beats down as York moves heavy stones, each lift a reminder of his wasted potential. His eyes, once full of adventure, now reflect a quiet resignation as he blends with the crowd. Sweat glistens on his brow, a stark contrast to the hero he once was on the legendary expedition. He is a shadow, his past glory fading into the mundane reality of his present existence. In the dimly lit tavern, candlelight dances across York and Clark's faces, their intense gazes locking. The air crackles with tension as unspoken words hang heavy between them. York's voice is firm, demanding, "I deserve my freedom, Clark. You promised me." Clark retorts, "The expedition was a long time ago, York. Things are different now." York's eyes narrow, his tone unwavering. "A promise is a promise. I held up my end." York stares intently at Clark, challenging, "Now it's your turn." Under the sun, York watches laborers, his face etched with the weight of responsibility and servitude. The vast plantation stretches, a landscape of labor under York's watchful gaze. He is unfree. Sweat glistens on the workers' brows as they toil, their movements a symphony of forced labor. York surveys the scene, his expression a complex mix of authority and the bitterness of bondage. The year is 1815. The plantation thrives, built on the backs of those who cannot claim its bounty. Dust swirls around the trading post as fur-clad figures exchange curious glances and hushed whispers under the vast sky. A tense anticipation builds, fueled by rumors of a black man among the Crow, igniting curiosity in every weathered face. The air crackles with speculation, each shadow seeming to conceal the mystery of the outsider. Some believe it is York, a voice echoes, adding to the enigma, the name hanging heavy in the expectant air. York's double walks among the Crow, a life unbound, bathed in the sun's golden promise. Freed from burdens, he breathes deeply, the village welcoming, a haven found at last. Respected and honored, his eyes reflect peace, a stark contrast to the past's turmoil. A possible ending unfolds, where acceptance and liberty paint a serene horizon. A solemn memorial stands, honoring York alongside Lewis and Clark under the open sky. Sunlight bathes the engravings, highlighting the names of explorers who shaped the nation. Words appear. Say his name, York, a powerful call for recognition etched in history. He crossed the continent, he saw the Pacific, and he deserves to be remembered as more than someone's property.